Hello everyone, I am Mr. Navaran Mandal, Senior Subject Master of Economics in St. Paul's School, and you are watching my channel THINKONOMICS-Study with Navaran. My dear boys and girls, today we will be discussing about the foreign exchange rate. So in order to know about the foreign exchange rate, we have to first of all know about what is foreign exchange, what is the foreign exchange market, and also we have to know about the foreign exchange rate. So coming first to the foreign exchange. What is foreign exchange? Foreign exchange, to be said in a very simple words, is the foreign currencies with respect to the domestic currency. For example, US dollar, UK's pound, Japanese yen, all are foreign exchange for India. Alright? In case, suppose if I just turn Indian currency, that is rupees, will be foreign exchange for the US citizen. So this is the foreign exchange. Now coming to foreign exchange market. My dear boys and girls, all of us know that market is a place where buyers and sellers comes in contact with each other either directly or indirectly for the purpose of selling the goods and commodities. In the same way, so foreign exchange market is a place where the foreign exchange are purchased and sold. As the foreign exchange are purchased and sold, we have to know who are the buyers and the sellers of the foreign exchange. The buyers and sellers of the foreign exchange can be individuals like you or like me or like you. Foreign exchange can also be purchased and sold by the firms like Tata, Reliance, etc. Foreign exchange can also be purchased and sold by the importers and the exporters. Foreign exchange can also be purchased and sold by the commercial bank and by the central bank of the country. So who are the main players of the foreign exchange market? First of all, individuals. Number 2, firms. Number 3, importers and exporters. Number 4, commercial bank. And number 5, the central bank of the country. So we have learned about the foreign exchange. We have learned about the foreign exchange market. Now coming to the foreign exchange rate. What is foreign exchange rate? Foreign exchange rate, it implies the rate of exchange of one currency with respect to another currency. The exchange value of one currency with respect to the currency of another country. For example, we say that $1 is equal to rupees 80. That is, the exchange rate of $1, that is, if an American citizen gives $1, then he will get how much of Indian rupees? He will get rupees 80. Just in the opposite way, if the Indian citizen wants to have the dollar, how much they will have to pay? They will have to pay rupees 80. Now, my dear boys and girls, we have to know that foreign exchange rate, it can be of two types. One is fixed foreign exchange rate. The other one is flexible foreign exchange. Fixed foreign exchange rate, which used to prevail previously, it is not. Now most of the countries, they do not follow the fixed foreign exchange rate. But how it has been fixed? Who fixed the foreign exchange rate? That we have to know. Generally, the fixed foreign exchange rate is determined or fixed by the central bank of that country. In case of India, the Reserve Bank of India used to fix the foreign exchange rate of the Indian currency. Generally, the Reserve Bank of India will intervene in the foreign exchange market in order to fix the foreign exchange rate according to the predetermined rate. That is, the Central Bank of India, that is the Reserve Bank, will say that suppose $1 equal to rupees 40. So in order to make that $1 equal to rupees 40, sometime Reserve Bank of India will purchase the dollar, sometime they will sell the dollar, so that the exchange rate remain fixed at $1 equal to rupees 40. Coming now to the flexible foreign exchange rate. As the name suggests, flexible, that is, in this case, the foreign exchange rate can increase, foreign exchange rate can decrease. Here, the central bank of the country do not intervene in the foreign exchange market in order to fix the exchange rate. Then you must be having a question in your mind that, sir, how the flexible foreign exchange rate is determined. The flexible foreign exchange rate is determined by the interactions of demand for foreign exchange and the supply of foreign exchange. The interaction of the demand curve and the supply curve of the foreign exchange will give us the flexible foreign exchange rate. So to find out the flexible foreign exchange rate, we have to know what are the determinants of the demand for foreign exchange and what are the determinants of the supply of foreign exchange. So coming first to the demand for foreign exchange. The demand for foreign exchange arises because of the import of goods and services, investment in the foreign countries. If the citizen of India purchase assets in the foreign countries like USA or maybe UK, and sometimes the Indian citizen, they send gift to the foreign citizen. So in that case also there will be more and more demand for foreign exchange. Let me explain at least one point, that is how demand for foreign exchange arises due to import of goods and services. My dear boys and girls, if a citizen of India want to purchase or want to import the good from USA, will the US company accept the Indian currency, that is rupees? The answer is no. We have to pay to the US firm in terms of dollar. So when we have to pay the US company in terms of dollar, then we demand more and more of the US dollar, and hence the demand for the US dollar will increase. My dear boys and girls, it has also been observed that there is an inverse relationship between the foreign exchange rate and the demand for the foreign exchange. Let me explain it with the help of an example. Suppose an iPhone, most of you are using, the price of iPhone in USA is $500. Is dollar how much? 500. Excuse me. And suppose in the year 2020, exchange rate is equal to $1 equal to rupees 100. Alright, so the price of the iPhone in USA is $500 and the exchange rate of the dollar in terms of rupees is $1 equal to rupees how much? 100. So how much a importer will have to pay for the iPhone in India? Let us see. So price of the iPhone in India will be how much? Rupees 500, that is $500, 500 multiply with $1 equal to how much? Rupees 100. So how much we will have to pay? 500 multiply with 100, that is rupees 50,000. This is the price which the Indian importer will have to pay in the year 2020. Now let us suppose that the exchange rate of the dollar has changed in the year 2021. And now in 2021 the exchange rate is $1 equal to rupees 80. But the price of the iPhone in USA remains $500. So in 2021, how much the Indian importer will have to pay? 500 multiply with, what is the exchange rate now? 80. So how much? 500 multiply with 80, that is rupees 40,000. See, in the year 2020, how much the importer they are paying? Rupees 50,000. Now in year 2021, how much the importer will pay? It is rupees 40,000. So now the import cost has gone down. Import cost has gone down. So as the import cost has gone down, what the Indian importer will do? They will import more and more of the US goods, and hence the demand for the US dollar will increase. So my dear boys and girls, what we have seen, that as the exchange rate of the dollar has gone down, the demand for the US dollar has increased. So we can easily say that there is an inverse relationship between the US dollar, sorry, we will not say about US dollar, it is too specific. There is an inverse relationship between the exchange rate and the demand for the foreign exchange. So if we plot it on the graph, taking exchange rate on the y-axis and the demand for dollar on the exchange rate on the y-axis and the demand for dollar on the x-axis, we will get a negatively sloped curve, which is nothing but the demand for the foreign exchange. Similarly, we can say that the supply of the foreign exchange, will depend on what? Will depend on export of goods and services to the foreign countries. If the foreigners are investing in our country, number 2. Number 3, if the foreigners are purchasing some kind of financial assets in our country. And also if the foreigners are sending gifts to the Indian citizen. Because of all these things, what will happen? There will be more and more supply of foreign exchange in our domestic economy. My dear boys and girls, as we have seen that there is a inverse relationship between the exchange rate and the demand for the foreign exchange. In case of supply of foreign exchange, alright, what we have observed is that as the exchange rate increases, then the supply of foreign exchange will also increase. So what will be the shape of the supply curve of the foreign exchange? In this case, we can say that the supply of the foreign exchange, it will be positively sloped if we take the supply of foreign exchange in the x-axis and the exchange rate on the y-axis, we will get a positively sloped supply curve. I am not explaining all this again because it will take much more time. If you have understood this part, then this is just a reverse of what is there in the demand for foreign exchange. My dear boys and girls, in my next video, I will teach you that how the flexible foreign exchange rate will be determined with the help of the demand curve and the help of the supply curve of the foreign exchange. Till now, if you have understood what I taught, you can always start writing, you can always start practicing of what are the different components, how the demand for the foreign exchange, how the supply of foreign exchange will depends on the different components. This we have to understand because this is another important topic for your ISC 2023, even for the Cbse boys and girls. It is very important for you. So go through it and thank you very much for watching. Happy Diwali to all of you. Alright. May Goddess Lakshmi help you and bless you to have successful 2023 so that you do well even in your ISC and CBSE exam. Thank you very much. Namaskar and Jai Hind from Navrul Study, Economics Study with Navrul.